Washington. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as they're season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a gain of
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 5 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. the gun. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Garoppolo's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Mostert again.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Complete.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Samuels, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a 49er.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Second and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6.
Garoppolo.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Number 11.
Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right? In preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. And incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 1st down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Eno Benjamin. Wilson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's complete right side to Benjamin.
Wilson's pass.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force him? Fourth down.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second down.
Mostert. Big hold of the 30. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 64 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go toss right with Coleman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Coleman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 13-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Not after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll drop this down to Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers.
Garoppolo's pass.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gold to add the extra point.
Point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Are you impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 28-17, your final score. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 26-17, the final score. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys are out in front as we send you back up to the Pacific Northwest, where we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 20.
We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, it's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Carson, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle. A gain of 5. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Garoppolo's.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
6-yard line.
Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
On the ground, Benjamin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second and 11. From the gun, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson.
Wilson's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Carson. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside and 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted by the 49ers.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
And a 49er first down.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Mostert. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete
to Tyler Lockett. A gain of 5.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Wilson will throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
49er ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
again. They'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Mostert, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here we go. What do you need?
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
On first down, they go with Mostert again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A Seahawk 1st down as Wilson finds Lockett. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Good for a
On 1st down, Wilson.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. To throw is Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there because his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage.